You know, imagine a massive, sprawling city just buzzing with life. But for decades, it was a total nightmare to get around. That was Cairo. For millions of people, its main artery, the Ring Road, was a daily punishment. But something truly incredible is happening right now, and it's changing everything. So let's dive into how they pulled off this amazing transformation.
I mean, this one quote, it just says it all, doesn't it? This was the day-to-day reality for so many. You're talking hours just vaporized every single day with absolutely no clue when you'd actually get to work or get back home. The daily commute was basically a lottery. It was clear that Cairo needed something big, something radical.
Yeah, wow, just look at this. The difference is night and day. What used to be over 75 minutes of pure chaos is now a smooth 35-minute trip. The commute time was literally cut in half. Just think about what that means for millions of people. It's not just about saving time, it's about a less stressful life, a more productive economy, and just more time for family. So how in the world did they pull it off?
Well, this was no simple Band-Aid fix. You see, Egypt came at this problem with a complete system overhaul, a really powerful two-part strategy. On one hand, they built the physical power, the raw strength on the road itself, and on the other, they gave that power a digital brain to manage the whole thing.
And here they are, the two heroes of our story. First, you have the Bus Rapid Transit, or BRT. Think of that as the physical power, the muscles. Then you have the Intelligent Transport System, or ITS. That's the brain, the digital nerve center that makes sure everything runs smoothly, efficiently, and really importantly, safely.
And this is the core idea you really have to grasp. It's the muscles and the brain working together in perfect harmony. This combination is what makes Cairo's new system such a revolution. We're not just talking about a faster bus here. We're talking about a whole new, intelligent way of moving people through a megacity.
Okay, so let's pop the hood and see how this works, starting with the muscles, the bus rapid transit system. The big idea here is actually brilliantly simple, but its impact is just enormous. It's all about giving the bus the power to completely ignore the city's legendary traffic jams.
So how does a bus get to act like a subway train? Well, it comes down to these three things. First, you give the buses their own fully dedicated lanes, no cars allowed. Then you create a physical separation from all the other traffic. And finally, you use these huge, high-capacity articulated buses that can move a lot of people at once. It's basically a private highway just for them.
And get this, here is the secret weapon. It's not some crazy expensive, high-tech gadget. It's a simple concrete barrier. I know, it sounds almost too basic, but this is the key that unlocks the whole thing. This physical wall guarantees, and I mean guarantees, that the bus will never, ever get stuck in traffic. This is what transforms a regular bus into a true metro on the road.
Okay, so we've got the muscles, but raw power is kind of useless without a smart brain to control it. And that is where the Intelligent Transport System comes in. The ITS is like a digital guardian angel watching over the entire ring road, making the road itself smart and responsive.
So how does this digital brain actually work? It's basically a four-step process. First up, it detects. You've got a whole network of AI-powered cameras and panoramic radars that are constantly scanning the road, and they can spot a breakdown or an accident the very second it happens. Step two, it informs. The system instantly puts up warnings on electronic signs to tell other drivers what's going on ahead. Third, it fluidifies the traffic flow by getting rid of toll booth jams with easy digital payments. And finally, everything is coordinated from a single command center that sees all this data and can dispatch help immediately.
Now, all this technology sounds super impressive, but what's the real-world result? What's the verdict? Well, the results are in, and they are, to be honest, nothing short of spectacular. This system has fundamentally changed daily life for the better.
The numbers on this chart are just staggering. I mean, look at that. Before, you were looking at over 75 minutes, and now, just 35. That is a massive, life-altering amount of time saved every single day. But it's not just about speed. People now talk about reliability. They know their bus is going to show up and get them there on time. You know, just like a train.
All of this incredible success leads to a pretty wild question, and it's one that city planners all over the globe are starting to ask. With this kind of speed and this kind of reliability, can a bus system actually do the job of a multi-billion-dollar subway line?
And Cairo's answer is a huge, resounding yes. This is the ultimate vote of confidence. The government made the massive decision to actually cancel its planned Metro Line 5 project and replace it with a new BRT line built on this exact same successful model.
So why make such a gigantic shift? Well, this table makes the logic perfectly clear. Just compare the two sides. For the BRT, you have far cheaper and much faster to build. On the metro side, extremely expensive and years of tunneling. And for that much lower cost and faster construction, you get a service with incredibly similar reliability. It's an absolute game changer.
So what does all this mean for cities outside of Egypt? Well, this project in Cairo might just be the start of something much, much bigger. It's a potential new blueprint for how we think about urban transports all around the world.
And that really is the legacy here. The conversation has completely changed. Cities everywhere are desperate for solutions that work, that are affordable, and that they can build quickly. Cairo has just laid out a real-world, working example.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. With this blueprint for success now a proven reality, combining the muscles of a dedicated bus lane with the brain of an intelligent system, the question isn't if another city will do this, it's just a matter of when and which one will be next.